This weekend, I'm headed to Paris, France to attend the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2025. There's just one problem. I don't speak French. Today I'm going to learn French by playing Master Duel in French so that I'm better prepared for this weekend. Make sure to check out the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2025 live streams this weekend from August 29th through the 31st. Links in the description. This is it. There's no going back. Let's go to French. And just like that, we're in French. What does this say? Debut prévu le 8/29/2025. That's what I said, but in French. I thought for today, the best deck to bring would be Nouvelles. The Nouvelle archetype is based on French cuisine. Every single one of their ritual monsters is a French dish. And then there's also a burger in here, so I'm bringing a little bit of American to the French cuisine. By the way, cheeseburger in French is just cheeseburger, like pronounced a little differently, but I just learned that today, so that's kind of interesting.
Cheeseburger.
The Nouvelle cards are super fun, and what's really funny about them is that in English, their names are in French, and then the parentheses says their name in English, but in French, that's not the case, as you can see. Now, I'm not the most advanced French cuisine duelist here with the Nouvelles. I have played them a couple times, though. Let's jump into ranked and see if we can get a couple wins and figure out French along the way. Luckily, I'm not super high ranked, so we'll be able to practice a little bit at these lower games. Looks like we're both gonna rank up, depending on who wins. Okay, we win the coin toss. Joueur and Premier. So I will give you a little bit of disclosure here, just so we're all on the same page. I have taken French classes, technically. I did take a little bit of French in high school. I also took it in college, but didn't quite complete it. So my French knowledge technically exists, but not very much. So let's start with, we got a pretty interesting hand here. Diviner of the Heralds is a pretty strong card. So is this one. Normal summon Poissonnière des Nouvelles. At least I can say des Nouvelles. Normal summon. So on summon, this adds a recipe or a ritual monster to our hand. I gotta remember, preparation rites adds, let's see, one Monstre Ritual. Okay, so that does add a monster. So maybe we add the, this is the fish recipe. So I guess we know that recette de poisson means fish recipe. So we'll add that to our hand. Okay, from there, we're gonna Preparation des Rites. We'll add the level 1. This card excavates 5 when it's summoned. See, I know a little bit about cuisine. I know a little bit about cooking. So we'll go Tribute to Summon. So normally you summon this triggers, it goes in the scale, and then you target this. But we don't have another monster to put on the board. So I think for that reason, we are just going to put it in defense position. Hopefully that's the right play. Now, because we ritual summoned this exact one, as you can tell by this card's text, we get to add a meat recipe to our hand. So now we have Recette de Viande. Okay, so we'll use this Chain Link 1. Like I said, it's going to excavate, and we're going to add a Nouvelles card. And then we're going to do this Chain Link 2, which is going to place it in the pendulum scale. These cards are super interesting, too. So it's kind of like if your opponent interrupts your cooking, they get mad and kick you out of the restaurant. They're cards that tribute the opponent's attack position monsters. We're going to add the field spell. The field spell is nuts. This card is so good. Here we go. Field spell activated. So on activation, we get to add a card. I think we're going to go for the counter trap. We don't really have any more ritual summoning to do this turn. And no reason to do this. This can change the battle position of this monster, but it needs to tribute another card on the field, so that won't work. So we're just going to set 2 and pass. Might not look that crazy, but like any good meal, this deck is all about longevity and courses. And we are only at course 1, so don't judge it too harshly. Yeah, we get a little recycle and a draw there. So right now, you know, we do have a lot. We have the infinite impermanence. We have the Recette Spéciale du Chef, which is a negation card. And then we also have this, where if it's targeted by a card effect or by battle, we can then tribute the opponent's monster to sort of level up into bigger rituals. The Laundry Dragon Maid here is going to mill 3 cards, and you could Infinite Impermanence, which I now know is called Infini Ephemerme, but I think that what we're actually going to do is the Special du Chef. And the reason is that these cards, you know, even with one monster on the board, we could maybe be facing some stuff. I just learned this does not negate and destroy. Sometimes you misread a recipe and don't realize that. The reason I was trying to do that, though, is exactly for a situation like this, where they were able to use the monster on board for another monster. But, whoops. Yeah, I guess that, okay, now I know. The question is, do we negate this card? Yes. Now, if our opponent is also playing in a language they don't understand, they might just attack into this monster. Pretty unlikely, though, if they just read this card. Now, these cards have a lot of text, so I don't blame anyone for not reading them, but let's find out what happens. It looks like if they're setting cards, they might not be attacking. I spoke too soon. So now that this player has attacked with their red eyes, I am going to throw the red eyes into the dish. Okay, so they set their spell and traps in the main phase 1 for no particular reason. So we're going to actually go for this one, because this one, who is Confiras des Nouvelles, has a back row destruction effect. So we'll take out that. Chateau des Amis des Dragon. So it's castle, that's chateau. Dragon, that's dragon. What is Amaze? Amis? I don't know. I do know all about Cantsrelat Max. So instead of C, it has like a whole word. Does that mean cockroach? So we kind of got a whole bunch of stuff that we can make happen. We're going to start with Diviner of the Heralds. Super versatile card in any ritual deck. In our deck, specifically in this case, I think we do need a search. So we're going to send the Arclight. Now we are at level 6. You know, that could come up. Arclight effect. I think I'm going to go for the level 4 monster. Now, the level 4 monster on summon shuffles back some cards into the deck, which is nice because that means that you can kind of recycle your stuff and keep going. So we got the meat recipe. Luckily, because Herald is level 6, it can be used for the entire tribute, which is pretty cool. Now, we don't have a target for Herald in deck. We do? Apparently, we have a target in deck. Let's find out together what our target is. Okay, so we'll put back this, we'll put back the meat recipe, and we'll put back the... Oh, wait, no, we should leave the special recipe in Grave, because that's the one that works with our Hungry Burger. Let's get rid of the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Okay, trigger this. The Divine Reci de Horot. What? Can this get itself? No, it's like level 1, right? Oh, this is a fairy. Oh, that's crazy. Man, I'm learning a lot today. This is a fairy. Okay. That's cool. So this one, like we saw earlier, gets to add a card from deck to hand. We don't really have a good way to use any of these at the moment. I'm just going to grab... I'll grab Fish Recipe, just in case we draw another ritual monster, then maybe we could use that. I think I should have placed that monster in attack position. That's neither here nor there. Let's just go battle phase. We got some effects that maybe could be activated, but I don't want to accidentally screw something up here. So we're just going to hit for a little bit of damage and then go to main phase 2. We'll even set this in the Infinite Impermanence column, which is really nice. End phase, we get a little shuffle. So this deck is... Okay, this can only... Shuffles back 2 Recetti. It only shuffles back recipes. Okay, so we're learning. Or it has to shuffle back 1 recipe at least, I think, right? Shuffles back 2 cards. Places 2 cards. Draw 1. Not a bad card. Concours de Cuisine. This is Fish Recipe versus desserts. Don't forget that there is a dessert Pendulum Fusion monster in here. So that's kind of a cool one. Places this on your opponent's side of the field. You get the other one. Effects start happening. So we have the Kitchen Dragon Maid, which we can read here. Vous pourvez. I don't think I'm supposed to be pronouncing these Z's. We're just going to impermanence that. Sorry, Cuisine. Okay, so this could be used to tribute their monster because it triggers whenever any monster is targeted. But we don't want to do that because then it would tribute the kitchen, which would then make it resolve because it wouldn't be on the board to get negated by the infinite impermanence. Another Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Not bad. Kind of missed my Max C opportunity there, but that's okay. Is the last card in their hand a dragon? They're kind of in a rough spot because they can't really attack these monsters. I suppose they could attack this one. So we are going to get the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon effect. I'm going to hit that with a Cansquilot. I think I have a lot of French to learn. Okay, so non-destructible, par defects, Descartes, Couves, control, monster fusion. Okay, so we've already learned a little bit because I know that that means it can't be destroyed by card effects when they control a fusion monster. Oh no, they never learn. You gotta read these cards. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one as well. This is pretty crazy. Okay, so check this out. This one can be summoned, the Bella Monterey. And that will trigger this one on summon instantly does what the other ones do when they're targeted or when a card is targeted. Oh, it has 2 effects. Oh, the first effect searches. Right. Okay, first effect searches. So we're going to tribute that. A little bit confused. Got to make sure we're getting through these menus fast enough. So we'll special this. Royal Rare, by the way. Love it. Head Chef has to be Royal Rare. That's the rule. I'm actually a little bit worried about timing out, so we're just going to go as fast as possible. But luckily, we have 6,800 on board, and they are at 56. Dragon's Mirror! Infinite Impermanence column. So sorry, buddy. That's the power of French cuisine. If I went to a restaurant in Paris, and this guy's, back of house, I know I'm going to get good food. I'll tell you that much. Imagine this beautiful 6-course meal that you have eaten with the Nouvelles monsters at the Restaurant des Nouvelles à Tabli. Imagine after all that, as a final gift, they give you a hungry burger. I mean, that sounds like the best day ever. Ooh, we have won the coin toss once again. You'll love to see it. Yeah, I don't know. French was a difficult language for me. I was an English major in college, so any other language is really tough. I feel like I'm learning a lot, though. I feel like right now I could go into a restaurant and order a Nouvelle ritual monster, which I think is a good start. This hand's pretty solid, yeah. So let's go normal summon our... like I said, I'm going to call her the sous chef. It seems like she's handling a lot of stuff in back of house, so we're going to add the monster with this. See, I'm learning. Activate. Search fish recipe. See, I mean, we are doing lore accurate things. This monster is in this card making this dish. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Probably put back the hungry burger in just a moment here, but we'll kick our plays off. This time I will summon it in attack mode just in case we can draw into a card that I can summon so that I can actually use this card. So we're going to do kind of what we did last game. I mean, exactly what we did last game. We're going to excavate 5, put this card back in the pendulum zone. See, I can't remember I'm going to have to figure out what the symbols above the letters mean, because right now I feel like I don't have a good handle on that. So let's put the hungry burger back. See you later. We're not to the 6th course of this yet. And then, I mean, I could do this, but to what end, I guess? I mean, not really anything. It pops the spell or trap card. So we're just going to set 1 and pass. Like I said, this deck, it looks very unassuming, but it does things. It does things. Now, we don't have the Angry Burger in Master Duel yet, but we do have all the other cards, so that's good. Spell books. Interesting. So wait, which word? We are going to use our Infini... I don't know. That one has, I mean, way too many letters in it. Okay, so which part of this is prophecy and which part... Okay, so it looks like Spellbook is Livre de Magie, which makes sense. Book, spell. We're learning. He already had secrets. That's fair. Would have been funny if they put it in the infinite impermanence column, but they did not. Yeah, so we have Livrer de Magie de la Power. I don't know how to pronounce it, though. See, the people have not read the menu before going to the battle phase. We need to show them what happens when you attack a fish dish. I don't actually care about destroying this, so we're going to go for the draw 1, which I think should be fine. Nice, nice, very cool card. As you can see in the picture, our sous chef here offers the opponent a choice of fish or meat. Chemin Illusion, Ciblez, 1 monster, Effect Magician, Devus, so that's probably Spellcaster, Cimetière, Ajouge à Vorte Main. I bet that's a Monster Reborn type card for spellcasters. So we're gonna maxi. It was not. Okay, so which part of this said hand? Maybe Vortre's hand? Is that? I mean, I probably have from Vortre deck. No, so that's not. Okay, so I'm not sure. Place this guy back in the deck. You kind of want to summon him off of the level 5 anyway. So we'll go Diviner. I'm not quite sure how much damage I can realistically do here, but we will try our best. So let's send, I think we will actually send the, I can't remember what our deck composition is looking like at the moment, but let's go Herald. Let's add the, I kind of want to go for the level 4 monster here, get some shuffles back, kind of start us back at square 1, not to be confused with the spell card back to square 1. So this is going to add the fish recipe, and our opponent is done with their meal. Sorry, friend. Gotta read next time. Order de jeu, jouer, du. I just saw that, D-E-U-X. That means 2. So, because it's on du, trois, quatre, cinq. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They said it couldn't be done. So we must be going second. You don't normally see Makenko choose to go first. I'm looking at this card, kind of funny. I don't think any of these words are changed in French. Ohime is the same, Makenko's the same, Manifestation, I'm sure is pronounced differently, but it is this, written the same. So other than La, you really couldn't guess that this was a French card. Okay. I will say in this matchup, the very famous Makenko Hungry Burger matchup that we're all familiar with, the Hungry Burger cards are actually pretty good because the Makenko cards are like, you can't target them, you can't destroy them, but that's not how this deck removes monsters from the field. This deck tributes monsters, so super versatile. I really don't know, like in this case, I don't think these cards do anything. Like they're just annoying to deal with, but that's not gonna be enough, I don't think. Honestly, I kind of want to just get rid of the back row card now, so that we know we're not like playing through any interactions, hopefully. So let's send the Natis, which is still Natis in French. So let's target that back row. Let's force it at least. If it is like a trap card, that's neither here nor there. Okay. Marcha Spiritual Makenko. Does this like steal it? Is that what it does? I can't remember. Yep. Okay. Welp. Adds Makenko from deck. Okay, that's fine. That's no problem, no problem. Okay, so let's start with the, well, I guess we already kind of started here. Honestly, the 5 would be pretty big. So we'll target the 5 and the 2, I guess. I don't know, when you offer someone 2 sides of a menu, what do they normally pick? I mean, do they ask you for advice? Like, I could tell my opponent, please give me the level 5 monster. Oh, right, we only have the meat recipe. Okay, maybe I should have thought about that. We're running out of resources here. So select Elu les Monstres to special summon. So special summon is Specialement Invocaire. It's possible I've missequenced this. I kind of feel like they haven't done anything and I've just put myself down to very few cards. Please hit the field spell. Okay, did not hit the field spell. This is looking a little rough. But I'm not going to give up. And the reason I'm not going to give up is that, like I said, and like we've seen, not everyone reads the ingredients of their dishes. I hope you're not getting sick of this dish pun, because we're running with this the entire video. So maybe they just target this and we tag out. Honestly, these cards are all super well positioned against Makenko. Like, of all the decks to be playing right now, this thing can block like 10 attacks. I mean, that's a slight exaggeration, but because you can keep ranking up into stuff, you can keep blocking attacks. Man, I don't think anyone's gonna read these cards. They must be playing in French as well. I don't know. Oh, they're thinking about it, because the Makenko cards win by crashing into your opponent's monsters. So they're all about attacking. Yeah, okay, this person figured it out. Okay. We do have the special recipe, at least, as a little bit of a fallback here. Okay, well, that's not quite what we're looking for. Unfortunate. Okay, well, I don't know if they can out this, so maybe we're just fine. Just a whole bunch of warriors, like, around this little, you know, dish going, I'm not touching that. Maybe they're all allergic to it. You guys hear of, like, fish allergies? I don't know about you guys, but growing up, I only thought there were, like, 2 allergies. I thought it was, like, bees and peanut butter. Learning about that you can basically be allergic to anything has been an eye-opening experience. Okay, a little bit of a swap. I really don't think the opponent, like, the equip spells will trigger the ritual effect to tag out, and attacking will trigger then. I am legitimately not sure what our opponent is going to do to out this. So that one targets, so we will be able to use this. If they try to chain anything here, I can special recipe. Let's see. Ash Blossom normally would be back-breaking right there, but luckily we do have the Appel per la Temps. That must be graveyard? No. Yeah, that must be grave, because it's kind of like tomb. So what is graveyard? I'm trying to remember which cards say graveyard, because a lot of the cards now say, you know, GY. I wonder what that is in French. I guess they're already using the green effect, so we'll tribute the red and just kind of, you know, hope that gets there. So we'll get a draw here, which pretty cool. Activate effect. So all these cards, as you can see, so like the 3 can tag out in, that's a really nice draw. The 3 can tag out into 4 or 5. The 1 can tag out into 2 or 3. So they can tag out into 2 courses above them, theoretically. This one is salmon, it looks like, which makes sense because it's the fish recipe. Maybe I should, at Worlds, try to order some of these dishes. Has anyone done that? Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, let's see which effect they're doing. We'll be able to decipher it. Well, okay, that one says 2 cartes, so that's not very difficult. I mean, do we even care about draws? What could they possibly draw to deal with this plate of salmon? I don't know. Who would win? An entire warrior archetype or 1 fish? Sure. I don't blame them because I don't even fully know how these cards work. But what's really silly about them is that the 1 and 2, they need to be targeted to trigger, where this one just requires any monster to be targeted to activate. So tribute, and we'll tribute the new one that was targeted there. And I mean, check this out. Yeah, check this out. So we're going to summon the 5, which if we remember from earlier, looks like they might have a trigger effect. Oh, they did have the trap engraved, yeah. That's fine, though. So they have another trigger, and then priority will pass back to us. Apparently, I've misread the situation. I guess this can't tribute for some... Oh, no, because it summons from deck immediately. Right. No, it doesn't. That's the add effect. I screwed that up again. I gotta brush up on this. Why couldn't I summon from deck? Was it because it needs to target? Vous pouvez cibler 1 monster? No, that's the part that means if a monster was targeted. I'm a little bit worried, actually, because I believe this is one that does not tag out on attack. Okay, so bringing this back, no reason to attempt to use that. Luckily, all my cards have, like, really low attack points. Maybe I should have put this one in defense. I must be misunderstanding. I was going to say misreading. I must be misunderstanding that effect, though, if all of this is happening. Yeah. What did I... I'm going to have to get out my French textbook because I'm not entirely sure what has happened here. Luckily, they can only do, like, a little bit of damage. Well, hopefully this just works. So we're gonna invoke. We're gonna normalment invoke. Oh, what does this even say? Banish? Benazes? That must be banish. Any number of recipe cards to special one ritual nouvelle from your main deck equal to the... I think I'm like legitimately learning French. I think we're crazy. Yeah, we'll add the recipe card though. We'll grab the fish recipe. Unfortunately, even though this is a nouvelle, the counter trap requires you to specifically use you have to control a Nouvelle's ritual monster. So what's cool here is that, you know, I don't really know what interactions they could have set. I've never lived this long against Makenko. I've never seen a Makenko game go to turn 6. Summon this, tributing this on field. We're finally gonna activate the pendulum effect of that monster. We will add the meat recipe. So the meat recipe bonus effect, by the way, is that it turns everything to attack position so that you can use these effects. But the fish recipe is super strong because it adds the meat recipe. And also the ones that the fish recipe is summoning are just better on average. But I'm excited to show you. Oh my gosh, we hit the field spell. We're crazy. The restaurant's coming together. Beautiful. Okay, so now I can activate this. So this targets a monster. Maybe it's a nouvelle. Maybe it's a ritual. Let's see. You have to target a ritual. Okay. Target a ritual, which will then trigger this monster. I'm trying to remember the Bale Grill des Nouvelles effect. Oh, I'm learning. Yeah, vous play Annuleur les effects des... Okay, I think it negates the effects of all face-up cards your opponent controls. That would be kind of nice. If we negate all monsters, that's not like that big of a deal, but everything would be pretty cool. I don't really know what to hit right here. I guess we just start making our way through the Makenko cards. So we'll summon, and then this one's gonna trigger. We will summon this one in attack position, just for funsies. Ooh, that hurts. I think they have now forced the special recipe burger. So this person, I mean, you can kind of see they've gone and kind of done their own thing. I don't know if that person was supposed to make a burger. What does this say? Voulez-vous d'être en une carte? Oui. Not sure what that was asking me. Okay, moving on. We will add. We're going to go with the fish recipe once again. Now, unfortunately, can't do too much with these cards. Maybe I put back... We can Dynamundo. I can't remember. Is this non-targeting shuffle back? Let's see. Vous pouvez... Ciblaire, one carte. No, Ciblaire is target, right? Ciblaire is target. Okay, I'm learning. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll put this back. Don't really have a way to summon him right now. So yeah, the Nouvelles are like, I can't remember. It's like they're demons or something. So they're demons tied to dishes, essentially. Okay, let's keep going. So we're gonna look at the menu. We're going to offer them what we got. We're going to see what they say. I've really never had a Makenko game go this long. It's incredible how good Nouvelles are against this deck. If we activate this, get this special, I believe that is a once per turn effect. Siete carte, you can only use each effect once per turn. That's what that means, each. We got to start making waves, right? I think this is a non-targeting removal card. And then we get to put a card back. I think I'm going to put the level 3 back. Dynamundo's a really cool support card for rituals that we've seen in a couple different ritual decks. Yeah, that's so good right there. Okay. Thank you. I need my salmon back. Oh, wait. No, this one isn't salmon. It's like some mushrooms, some asparagus, some... I only have 30 seconds. Well, if we only have 30 seconds, we're going to attack. I don't think we could have won there, though, because, I mean, we just got it like this. Set called by, pass. In the end phase, this will shuffle back a couple cards. It actually only shuffles that, and then this one, yeah, we'll put that back. 20 seconds is plenty of time. That's fine to draw because it only searches on activation. I'm decently happy with the setup that we currently have. At least we got our monster back, right? Preparation of rites. We are not the only ritual deck. Trying to remember what Dynamundo does. You tribute it to special ritual from grave, I'm pretty sure. But these weren't... Are these properly summoned? Can you bring back these cards? I don't know. So what's really nice about this situation is that if they activate this card, we get to do what they tried to do to us earlier, and that's banish the other ritual in grave to negate the one in hand. I think people tunnel on Called by the Grave a little bit too much sometimes and go like, oh, this is only my negate Max C card or Ash Blossom card, but realistically, you can use it in a lot of other ways. So make sure you're paying attention to, I mean, this card's pretty old. I'm sure you guys all know this by now, but make sure to pay attention if they got a second copy of any card they're activating so that you can do something like that. Because remember, like in this case, not only is the Called by the Grave negating this now, it's negating it on our turn as well. That's unfortunate. Durant le tour de votre anniversaire. Quick effect rapide, obviously quick effect. Vous pourvez sacrificier and card. You can tribute this card. Target Cibles, target one monster ritual in the graveyard. Oh, cemeterie. Cemetery, probably how it's pronounced. I don't know. Sweet. What's happening? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, still negated. I wonder if they'll just crash in regardless. I don't know. Just in case this is main phase, I don't think it is, but just in case it is, I'm just gonna activate this now. Okay, so this is not quite as good as I thought. Well, we'll go 2 here. This wasn't properly summoned, was it? So Dynamundo either adds back or special summons the card that you target, if I remember correctly. And although I think their deck is going to have a hard time beating ours if we don't have a monster on the board because they can't do any damage, you know? Like, okay, we got to play fast. We have read French. We know French. Let's activate some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm going to place this one. Like I said, this only adds on activation, so there's no reason to keep the other one on board there. Okay, so we're kind of running low on cards. I think we got to start with this one. I think we got to get one more monster in hand. Ideally, the level 1, but I don't think they're going to let us get that. I don't even know. Maybe we're out of targets for the level 1. It's up to them. It's up to them. The choice is the customers. Okay, sure. So we're going to normal. Going to activate. Going to add a Nouvelles card. Okay. This just specials, right? Invoque's special, 1 monster, Makenko, Depus, Vorte, main to deck. And equip it with something, I believe. Avec 1 Maja, Avec, yeah, and... Okay. Yeah, this is kind of a tricky situation here. Sure. Get a little ad. Why not? I don't know. I don't think we have enough food to keep up with the customers. Let's go summon the 4. It will take tributing every single one of these cards. But maybe that's okay. Okay, I'm going to play fast. I'm not going to talk. I got to lock in. Target. See, I don't even know. I'm clicking too fast. We don't have time. Sometimes they got in the back kitchen like egg timers, and my egg timer is ticking. Activate, target, this will trigger. Activate, tribute the Masquerena. I mean, they don't know that I only have 20 seconds left. Get rid of that, summon this. Nice! Okay, finally got this guy out. Defense. Activate. Huge! Get out of there! Get out of my restaurant! You guys have been rude the entire time. You've stolen my dishes. You've laughed at my burgers. We'll activate this. I'm just going to click as fast as humanly possible. I don't even know what I'm putting back. Dynamundo, apparently. Gotta be careful. You gotta factor in when you're low on time that the menus themselves are going to take a little bit of time. And that's it! We got it! What a game that was! The restaurant prevails. Victory tap. Okay, we are going first again. Our opponent actually won the coin toss, so I'm a little bit confused about why we're going first, but that's okay. Let's go normal summon her, adding the fish recipe. We'll go fish recipe. This will start our engine going here, so we'll tribute this. That is kind of cool, though, that I... Wait! I was supposed to summon that in attack mode. It's fine. I don't think that'll... I don't think I was gonna keep doing stuff. It only really matters... It doesn't really matter, no, because we're not gonna summon another monster. I'm not gonna use this. I'll save them as interruptions. Sometimes you just gotta... You know, I'm thinking of another food pun. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches a little bit if you screw something up. This play right here is not too bad. Yeah, let's go with this one. It seems a little silly, but I think this play is still fine. We'll activate the meat recipe, summoning the level 3, tributing Diviner, tributing this. Diviner will get the monster. Unfortunately, won't do anything because we already used its effect. Maybe it won't, though. Does this have to be tributed from field? No, it doesn't. Okay. Not a super common play to tribute this from hand. Like, even when you were playing Drytron, pretty unlikely that was going to happen, so... That's a good card. So we finally drew this. This is like the worst spot to draw it in. You want to draw it way earlier because right now we've already used this effect and that's what it does. So can't really do anything. We'll add the special recipe. We're cooking up something behind the scenes. They don't need to know about it. But hopefully next turn we'll get to see the power of the Concours de Cuisine because this card is quite strong. I guess the dessert chef has just been really struggling behind the scenes because she is not... Or didn't we summon her one time? I can't quite remember. No, we looked at it. I'm sorry, what just happened? Lava Golem! That does hilariously trigger this. This card, if it's tributed from the field, can place it in the pendulum scale. Man, Dynamundo would have played around that, I just realized. I'm sorry, what? Oh, Time Maiden. This summons a Time Lord from deck or something? So we're gonna say no. Those Time Lords, those can be kind of scary. Like, imagine a Zappion getting summoned right there. We lose every card that we have. Like, kind of scary, so. Nice. That's fine. Yeah, I'll take 1,000. I might be taking 1,000, but I think they're gonna take 3,000 from it. I'll just tell you that right now. Okay, I want to start picking through the back row a little bit here before we activate this, just to see if I can maybe hit like an infinite impermanence or something. Secret Explosion? I'm gonna take some damage here. Yeah, like 18. The Time Lord cards, that might look like weird that they're playing a burn card. But the Time Lord cards, a lot of them have burn effects. Some really good burn effects, actually. So effect damage makes sense. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. 8,000, by the way? Okay, let's just start activating cards. SU, I believe, is like U. So hopefully this one is summoning to my field and this one is summoning to their field. It looks like I got that correct, which is nice. So what's so powerful about this and why I've wanted to draw this card on turn 1, which we haven't been doing, this gives your opponent a monster in attack position so that you can use your effects that tribute opponent's monsters in attack position. And then also in the graveyard, this targets a monster and gives it like a couple attack points so that you can then trigger your effects as well. I mean, no, we'll keep the lava golem around. Why not? We're trying to do as much damage as possible here. Maybe we can get the win if we close it out fast. I don't really want to deal with the Time Lord cards. I mean, I don't really care if they draw those two, so I'm actually going to put those two back as well as the fish recipe. Very versatile card. Okay, so let's activate this, targeting a ritual. This will trigger the ritual effect, allowing us to tribute it and another attack position monster from either player's field, of course. It's attack position monster on either field. Okay, interesting. So we will tribute that and there. That has not come up. I did not realize that that was a thing. And then this was summoned by a Nouvelle effect, so its effect will be online. This is just... Wait, how much damage do we have? 66, so this will not make the difference. Also, that's in defense mode now. So this gets to add. This gets to go in the pendulum zone. We got 3 different sous chefs all in different spots. Like extra deck, pendulum zone, monster zone. So I was a little confused about which effect it was asking me to use. Okay, so from here, we don't have any recipe cards left. So I think I'm just going to add another field spell. We can make a Chaos Angel with all of these. That doesn't get us to game though. So let's just attack for 5,000. Right now we do have protection from Time Lord cards, right? So we're fine. So let's go Dynamundo, use this. So we had the level 5 on board, which is nice. Dynamundo is just a good card. So let's go end phase. Activate effect. Let's be very careful here not to shuffle back the level 4 monster. Let's put back the... Yeah, let's put back Natis. Why not? Maybe could consider playing like Veiler or Ghost Ogre in this deck, because drawing the Infini Emphier off the end phase effect of the restaurant isn't so good. Yeah, okay, I mean, yeah. The restaurant is just getting flooded with lava. Whew. Depending on what Time Lord they had, we could have just lost right there, because there is one that like deals damage equal to the attack of the monster it battles. There's one that deals damage equal to half the opponent's life points. That could have gone badly a lot of different ways. Let's hit them with the Lava Golem. 4 game. Tributed all our dishes, but still got in there. All right. One final game. The restaurant is closing. The chefs have to go home. The demons are tired. They've had a long day. So here we go. We have drawn our ace card going first. Concours de Cuisine. So here's what we're going to do with this card. Very, very powerful. We've already activated it, but I don't think we've activated it turn 1 yet. We are going to use this to add the fish recipe. Recette de poisson, I guess. We're going to go for preparation des rites. You definitely don't pronounce the S there. I'm not sure why I am. Going to go for that. And we'll go with the fish recipe once again. No, I think these cards are really cool. They've gotten, you know, different support. They just got the Angry Burger and the TCG. And, yeah, I'm a big fan. This should be an attack position. I guess in this case, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's add the meat recipe. You can see here we're only playing one meat recipe. The restaurant doesn't really sell a lot of meat, so the fish recipe is the more important one. Are you guys sick of my jokes yet? Okay, let's place that. Ooh, we got some good reveals. Let's add that field spell. Thank you very much. Okay, so from here, so what's cool about this card is that hypothetically I could just activate this immediately and then trigger this that way, but you can just do this anyway, and then this is on the board for later, which is kind of cool. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you are supposed to do that. I don't know. Okay, let's go this one. So we're gonna go for the level 3. 3 is really strong because it goes into level 5. I actually am just going to summon this in attack position because last time that kind of screwed me up that it wasn't. Yeah, that's an all right draw. I'll take that. I guess now we can do this to target this ritual to go into the level 5 here by tributing itself and this one. No, I've made the correct plays the entire day. I know how to read a menu. This one can just target an opponent's monster and tribute it to go into the level 6. Really cool too, by the way, this effect is not a once per turn to go in the pendulum scale. I think we've seen that a few times today, but yeah, you can just place whatever. We will add the special recipe, I guess. I don't really know. From here, we'll go this. Just kind of getting all the staff on deck. Add this one. I think that's fine. I mean, I don't really know what else we could do here. I guess we could summon another. Yeah, let's throw out one more card. Why not? Yeah, we can actually summon the 2 tributing the 3, which is like fine. And then we also get to add this back from the great. I mean, look at how many cards we have in hand. We're crazy. We're so good. Activate the meat recipe. We are summoning the correct one with the meat recipe, but it's not going to get the bonus effect because they don't have any monsters to switch to attack position. I don't know. Summon this. So now we have, I think this is chicken. Got chicken and potatoes. No thanks on the effect. Do not want to pop our own cards. We will set, and we will pass. We are pretty set up here. We will get the end phase effect as well. If I draw that imperm again, I'm gonna be mad. It's good that I now know what that symbol means, because I feel like I should have known that. I mean, that's pretty good. I would say the 2 draws we got from our effects today were crazy. Cancrelat Max and the Floragion de Centaurs. Sea Stealth Attack 2. Okay, sure. The Jellyfish. I actually can't remember what this card does. It's like a spell in the game? This one is special summon a guy from hand, I think. Let's just Infini Empereri. If there's any French speakers watching, I'm so sorry. Look, all I know is that in my restaurant, I got to get these out before the game ends, right? In my restaurant, we cook up a lot of fish, so I'm not too worried about this matchup. We got Requin de Cristal, Crystal Shark. I kind of feel like if I do this, I know I could activate the Maxi there. I kind of feel like if I do this, though, they just don't have any other plays. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to do too much against us. I think our setup here is really strong. And then next turn, we can just activate this, target one of these. Yeah, no, our opponent correctly identified that they were not going to quite win that one. I feel like we know a lot about French now. I think this experiment went exactly the way that I would have wanted it to. So, make sure to check out the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2025 live streams this weekend, August 29th through the 31st. Links will be in the description. Thank you, Konami, for sponsoring my French lessons.